my queen.
Kate,
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to call.
party.
I
The
just
teacher
was
there has
calling.
not
Just
let
like
the rest of
so.
us go to,
And,
even though according to Emily,
Ignore me.
teacher
And
2, oh my god,
and Lucia,
I'll
Alex
no
wants
matter
us
what happens,
there.
we're all connected
Okay.
in some
Love
way.
ya.
And it may be the most
I am
What
currently
the
playing
shit?
Black Ops Call of Duty right now, and for some reason, like, I can just not make it past level 10 right now.
so amazing. And that's what I'm thinking about today. So I love you, and I will
Like, what
talk
the
to you.
fuck is this, amateur hour?
Hey! Hey! Good morning, everyone. No, because actually, good morning. So I've been gone for a little bit. Not really. Kate Dolan in her life has been gone for a little bit, but to y'all, you don't fucking know what the hell I've been up to the past little bit. And I will talk about it today, so everyone get pumped. But I'm happy to be back in New York, because I wasn't in New York. I was in Utah. Kate, why the fuck were you in Utah? Believe me, I was asking myself that every single day I was in Utah. I was like, what the actual dead fuck am I doing here? Because does it look, sound, or feel like any way, shape, or form that Kate, me, belongs in Utah or fits in Utah at all? No, the answer is no. It's okay though, like I had a good time. Like, Lord knows, even if like shit's weird, even if I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I will try and find a way to have a good time. I will do everything in my power to vibe, to key, to enjoy my day. And I did. Anyways, let's do some notes on last up, because I'm recently had a thing where I was like, how the fuck do I start these? Like, I have all these pleasantries and I just like, sometimes they come out and sometimes they don't. And this is one of those times where I'm just like, now what? So let's just go into notes of last episode, because I said so. So last episode was our first ever evening episode. Yeah, guys. This is a concept that I came up with on the phone with Kyler one time. I was like, wouldn't that be really fucking funny? And as the person who watched it and edited it, yeah, it was really fucking funny. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way. Like, here's my thing about all of this. Like, what I think is funny may not be what anybody else thinks is funny. Like, it may only be funny to me because it is me, and I'm watching myself do, like, weird shit, like, say odd things. Regardless, I'm having a good time in all aspects of this. Like, I'm having fun, so whatever. I did share quite a bit of information, though, last time. Like, watching it, I was like, wow, that was a lot of info. It's a lot of info. I even said that, and I was like, it's really great that you're comfortable sharing, but, like, it's a lot of information. And that's pretty much just, like, the general consensus of that episode. Like, wow, you're comfortable enough to share that with me. What a choice, girlfriend. So that's my first note. My second note is there were a couple times where on my marketing accounts for this podcast, I was like, XYZ episode is out. And then it wasn't, because Spotify was being a bitch and wasn't fucking uploading shit. Sorry about that. I also said that I was going to release episodes every Tuesdays and Thursdays. And definitely yes, Tuesdays. Thursdays are a maybe. I'm trying to figure it out, because I was doing this thing where I was like, oh, if I pre-record them, like, that's super accessible and easy for me. But I honestly think that, like, the episodes pre-recorded, like, they lose some of their, like, sparkle a little bit, because I'm talking about, like, current things. And then when I release them, they're not as current. That might be a lie. I don't know. Maybe I just overthink it too much, because now that there's, like, a space in between when I make it and when I release it. But I think it's better if I, like, film, edit, release, and just, like, one, complete into the universe. Don't think about it again. Like, that feels more comfortable to me. So we're not going to pre-record nearly as much as I used to. Again, like, the first 4 episodes, maybe 5, all in 2025, half of them, like, in November of 2025. I'm serious. But our recent ones have been 2026, and I think they just have, like, a different vibe about it. One of my friends, Austin, was saying that. He was like, the later episodes are like, you're much more comfortable. I was like, exactly. So no more pre-recording, okay? I'm going to pre-record a little bit less. So that may mean you only get 1 episode a week. Frankly, I don't think the 12 of you care that much, because there are 12 of you. last time I checked, which was not that long ago. But I said it once and I'll say it again. Girl, this isn't about you. It's about me. It's about me. This is all about me. Everything's about me. It's not all about me. But, like, I'm doing this for myself. I'm doing this for myself. 12 of you watch. I'm glad we get to enjoy it together. Nobody watches. Girl, okay. Not my problem. Do we just want to jump into the first topic of today? I mean, I already know what I'm entitling this episode, and it is clickbait. It's also true. So, let me just talk to you about Utah first. So why the fuck was I even in Utah? I was in Utah because my best friend Hallie wanted to take me on this, like, retreat conference thing in Utah. It's, like, an organization that her family is connected with. I'm not going to say that much about it. So that's why I was there, because I trust my best friend. I was like, Utah? And then I was like, whatever, if you say so. Like, if there's one thing about me, is that, like, people I love and people I know, they, like, ask me to do shit, I'm just gonna be like, okay. Like, I just assume that they have my best interest at heart. Therefore, it is fine. And that's what I did. I was like, okay. So that's why I was in Utah. First thing I noticed about Utah, Mormons can't make roads. And I'm not saying this to be silly. Genuinely, the intersections, the way that the roads are constructed in Utah make fucking no sense. Legit 0 sense. I was like, why are there 8 different, like, lanes of traffic? Why are the left turns? Like, what is going on? Who is making these intersections? I was like, why can't I left turn here and then I have to do a U-turn to go to that road? Who made these roads? Literally, I would be driving and I would be like, who the fuck constructed this road? And who was like, this is a good idea? I was like, there's no universe where I can imagine, like, a human with a brain seeing the way that these, like, road plans were and being like, yeah, that makes sense. I was like, I'm confused. It was apocalyptic. I was like, who the fuck made these roads? I was also like, this is why people die in car crashes, because of stupid fucking roads like this. No, I didn't get into any car crashes. I actually did get in a car crash when I was in Pennsylvania. But that one wasn't the road's fault. That was my fault. That was my fault. So first thing, Mormons can't make roads. Next thing. Cows. So I flew into Boulder, which is where Tally goes to college, and then we drove from Colorado to Utah. One thing I learned on that road trip, I really love cows. There's so many cows. They're so cute. They were so cute. Need more cows in my life. And also mountains. Like, I'm from the Northeast. I'm from Philadelphia. I don't really see mountains like that, you know? Like, there's the Poconos, but, like, girl, I couldn't even tell you what the fuck those look like, okay? It would be so real. Never fucking been to the Poconos, okay? Just seen the, like, CBS, you know, like, the regional, news channels, like, the news subsections of, like, different ones. Yeah. So, I remember seeing the, like, cameras that, like, CBS Philadelphia would, like, have of the Poconos, but, like, those are my only visuals of the Poconos. I genuinely don't know what those mountains look like. However, mountains of Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, I was like, fucking fuck. They're big. I was like, shit, man. Hold on, I need to blow my nose. I'm sick. I woke up with a fucking cold. Last time I went on here, like, I think I have a UTI. I didn't have a UTI, by the way. I didn't. Literally, it was just, like, peeing weird for a day, and then it was fine. But I do have a cold, so hold, please. Hold. Right, so what was I talking about? Utah. Right. So, cows, mountains. Shocking. I was like, mountains are big. What the fuck? I don't know. I said on the trip, I was like, I feel like people who grow up in, like, California or whatever, and then they see snow for the first time. Like, that's how I felt around these mountains. I was like a child. I had childlike wonder. It was refreshing. No. I think it's good to feel, like, wonder like that. I was like, fuck, like, Mother Nature is, like, monstrous and beautiful and powerful, and, like, I was getting all woo-woo with it because, like, duh, y'all know I love a woo-woo moment. Next thing about Utah, we went to this, like, Mormon creamery. It's, like, a family creamery that, like, Mormons run. Yeah. Fucked with it. I was like, we need more of these. Like, they just had, like, so much ice cream, like, sundaes and milkshakes and all of this. I was like, this is nice. We need more creameries on the East Coast. Like, I know they exist in, like, Vermont, but, like, and New York, or I don't know. I just really loved it. I just had a really good time. I loved the vibes. I loved the, like, decor, which was, like, shit. The decor was, like, fucking terrible. But I made a friend out of an employee. She's gonna stay in my apartment when she comes and sees Harry Styles in New York. Kate, do you know this girl? Not particularly. But I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't really care. So that's my last little thing about Utah. And then in regards to this conference, which I was there for, it was the reason I was there. Frankly, I don't want to talk about it that much. It was like a self-improvement kind of conference thing. It's supposed to, like, help you rethink your world or whatever. Pretty much the thing that was highlighted for me was, like, I have trust issues. Tell me something I don't know. And that was about it. I was like, yeah, trust issues. and that's all I pretty much have to say about it. At this time, at least. Not because I, like, am ashamed or, like, afraid of saying anything in regard to it. It's more I just, like, don't really think that what I have to say about it is interesting and or helpful. If you are interested, let me know. I don't think it's that interesting, though. Like, at least my opinions on it. Like, I just feel like there are other people who are a part of it who I think would have, like, a much more interesting story to tell. But for me, at least, I don't think that it would be that engaging for anyone, myself included. So I don't really want to talk about it that much. But the conference is also what I'm referring to as the lobotomy, because I kept explaining it to people. I was like, oh, I'm getting a lobotomy in Utah. I'm getting exercised in Utah. Because, like, how do you explain it to people? Like, I didn't know how to explain what I was actually going for, so I'd just be like, yeah, I'm getting a lobotomy. Because, frankly, that shit is fucking funnier. And the reactions were 10 times better when I was telling people that I was, like, going to get exercised by a priest or get a lobotomy. All, like, Hatchet X. Hatchet? Hatchet? Is that the name of the Ryan Murphy show? It had, like, Sarah Paulson in it, right? Ratchet. Bro, the show's called Ratchet. Ratchet? Ratchet? Ratched. I don't really know how. Yeah, that is the show I'm talking about. Ryan Murphy, Sarah Paulson. Yeah. And there's lobotomies in it because it's like 1947. And so we were all like, why, yes, let's stick a needle in your skull. Surely that will help. Funny enough, I don't really think it did. So yeah, that's what I was doing in Utah. I was getting a lobotomy. And yeah. It was fine. It was good. If you're thinking right now, wow, Kate, that was, like, so disappointing in regards to the title. Like, I was expecting to get, like, a really good story. Like, what the fuck? Hold your horses, friend, okay? I'm going to give you a saga of the past Saturday, Sunday to Monday, okay? So this is topic number 2, technically. And I'm going to explain to you the 48 hours that I had. So let's start on the evening of Saturday. We have basically the, like, commencement for this lobotomy thing, conference, whatever. And after it's done, like, I hug more people than I ever have in such a short span of time. And I meet up with, like, the people I'm hanging out with. So it's Tally and I, Tally best friend. We had made friends with this kid named Ben. Love you, Ben. And then a family friend of Tally named Austin, who I just mentioned. So the 4 of us are kind of, like, hanging out together. And so we had kind of originally planned to go swimming in the pool, but we had been invited to go to this Utah creamery. And we're all like, that sounds like a great idea. So we hop in the car and we get to this creamery. All of us get chicken nuggets and fries. I get a milkshake that Austin and I share. Tally gets some sorbet because she can't have dairy, poor girl. And Ben also gets something. He's at the other end of the table, but then he comes and joins us at our end of the table, closer to when the evening ends. I offend Ben's Mormon friend because I made a Mormon joke in front of the wrong audience. My bad, King. And then I made a friend with the employee at the creamery shop because this employee knows Austin. And so Austin introduced us, and she's coming to New York in September for Harry Styles. And so she's like, can I crash on your couch? I was like, sure. I'm like, okay, sounds cool. Sounds Gucci. Who even knows if I'll still be in this apartment next September? Kind of depends on lots of things. But whatever couch I have, whatever apartment I have, she's crashing on it. So that's the first stop of the night, is we get ice cream. Then we go back to the hotel. And because Tally and I were staying in a hotel room. We're just chilling in our hotel room, like vibing, whatever. And it's getting later. And I'm starting to yawn. And I'm like, okay, I need coffee. One thing I do love about hotels is like they will just have like coffee, tea, hot water, like 24/7. It's always there. So I was like, I need coffee. Let's go get some coffee, y'all. So we leave the room. Tally's like, let's knock on XYZ's door. So we leave the room, and like I said before, like Tally's family is like involved in this organization, and is like, she was friends with some of the people like hosting the conference. Like she knew some of the like facilitators, employees, if you will. She was like, oh, let's knock on their door and like say hi, because they are actually like close and know each other outside of this like whole thing. So we knock and we're like, hey, like, what's up? And they like welcome us in, and we're like chatting, whatever. And they have tequila. Because duh, why the fuck not? Like I said, there was like a commencement, like we're all partying, like we're excited, we're happy. So we're in there and we're like, hey, like can we have some tequila? And they're like, I guess. They don't have limes or like chasers or anything. They have oranges and cinnamon, and it's Patron. So Tally and I both take 2 shots of tequila with oranges and cinnamon. Pretty good. Both the boys take 1 shot. And then we're like, okay, we're going to go get coffee. So we go to the lobby. We get coffee. I get coffee because I need coffee. So does Austin and Ben and Tally. I think Tally gets tea. We like say hi to some people in the lobby that we're like chatting, and we like chat with them for a little bit. And then we go back to the room. When we're back in the room, Tally was doing a tarot reading for Austin. While Tally and Austin were doing the tarot, Ben and I were like on our phones looking at all the Alex Pretty shit, like when that shooting happened. Because one thing about this conference is we weren't really allowed to have our phones. So I wasn't really looking at my phone. So finally I was like looking at all my notifications, and I saw that shit. So we were kind of like going into a deep dive about it. Super little side note. Fuck ICE. Like, fuck ICE. Fuck Donald Trump. That shit is inhumane. That shit is so fucked up. Please be calling your reps, because this cannot stand. This is not okay. Call your representatives. Make your voice heard. Your vote fucking matters. Y'all, let's show up for each other, okay? Thank you. Okay, back to unseriousness. We go back to the room. Tally and Austin finish the tarot reading. And I'm like, guys, let's play a game. Like, I want to play a game. And I was like, does anyone have cards? And we're like looking around. Nobody has a deck of cards. I'm like, oh, fuck. And I was like, you know what? I bet the hotel has a deck of cards. But we're trying to find this deck of cards. Ben's all like, what if we played Yahtzee? I'm like, are you 87? I don't want to fucking play Yahtzee. Are you kidding me? And Tally and Austin are like, Yahtzee the fuck? Yeah, they agree with me, because what? Whatever. I'm like, I will go to the front desk lady and I will ask her if she has a deck of cards that we can like rent or check out or whatever. At this point, it's like 1 a.m. Like, maybe later. So I go to the front desk lady. Also, it's Utah at like 1:30 in the morning. Like, there's only one lady at the desk. Like, this hotel, silent. Like, truly, like, hear a pin drop. So I go to the front desk. I'm like, hey, like, I was wondering, do you have like any cards or anything? They didn't have a deck of cards. What? You know what they did have? They had Yahtzee. So I'm like, just give me one moment. And I go back down the hallway. where Tally, Ben, and Austin are waiting. And I'm like, so they don't have cards, but they do have Yahtzee. So they make me go back and get Yahtzee because now it's just too funny not to get. And we bring it back to the room. We start setting up Yahtzee, realize that some of us don't know how to play Yahtzee. We play like maybe a roundish of Yahtzee. And I don't mean like we finish the game. I mean like we get to each person like once or twice. And then I was like, this is fucking boring. And everyone was like, this is fucking boring. I was like, you know what I want? I want more coffee. So we leave the room. We get more coffee. We take a pit stop in the gym, like the hotel gym, because of course it doesn't lock at night. So we're in there. I'm having fun on the elliptical. We're like lifting things. We're having a ball. We're not in there for very long because I feel like a rabid animal sometimes, and I'm like, I get really excited about something, and then it like bores me all of a sudden. I'm like, okay, I'm done. And so that's what it was. I was like, done. Anyways, so we go back to the room. Also, just like little side note about all of this. This could have happened in a different order. Honestly, don't remember that well. Yeah, I don't really remember that well. So we go back to the room. It says on my notes that we did more tarot. I don't know if that's true. I think maybe we might have started doing more tarot, but then we were just like talking. We like turned on like the TV at one point, and our friend Ben had a honey pack in his suitcase. And it had been a running joke throughout the weekend. We were like, why the fuck do you have a honey pack? And he was like, I want to take it and go to the gym. We're like, you're just going to have like a boner at the gym. like what? And so he had been leaving his shit in our room just because. Like, we had a room that was close to like where all the, he had been leaving his stuff in his room. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, whatever. So I had the bright idea where I was like, Tally, we should take it. We should take the honey pack. Like, we should steal it and we should hide it. And she was like, that's so funny. And she actually did it. So she took it and she hid it. And she hid it in this backpack, and I like forgot that she hid it in there and then remembered. So anyways, throughout this night, Ben finally realizes that his honey pack is missing and has been asking us, like, where is it? Like, where's the honey pack? And we're like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know where it is. And like, I actively search this backpack in front of him and just like avoid pulling out the honey pack, like give him a pad at one point. Both the men are like, what is that? And I'm like, it's a pad, y'all. It's unused. Like, it's just like chill. Thank you. God, is this really boring? I'm really sorry if this is really boring. Anyways, at this point in the night, he has found the honey pack. We finally gave it back to him. And we all start kind of joking, like, what happens if we took it? Like, if we split it 4 ways and we all had some of the honey pack. And we're, like, Googling it. Like, is it even safe for girls? Apparently it can cause, like, heart problems and, like, maybe something else. But it was like, y'all, a fourth of a honey packet is not gonna put us into cardiac arrest. Like, Tally and I will be fine. And so the boys are like, are you sure? Like, are y'all sure? Like, do we understand what could possibly occur? And we're like, yeah, it's fine. It will be funny. So we get 4 spoons and we split the honey pack 4 ways. Like I had like a big ass spoonful and it just tasted like honey. And then we were all just like, okay, so now what? So now we're just like talking and we're chatting and we're having a good old time. At one point we like get up on the bed, like stand on the bed, and we're like looking at the room from a bird's eye view, and Austin notices a syringe on the top of this bookcase full of something. Pretty much looks like heroin. Not gonna lie, looks like heroin. And we're just like, oh, so we're like, okay, well, we shouldn't fucking touch it. Like, what the fuck is that? I don't want to find out. I don't want to know what that is. We told the people at the front desk when we checked out, but found heroin. That was crazy. Okay. And then we kind of went back to chatting a little bit. At this point, the honey pack is setting in. The consensus among the group was pretty much it just all made our stomach hurts a little bit. Like, we were all just like, I was hot, like I was warm, like temperature wise. And so I like had to change and put like shorts on. Otherwise, kind of just hurt my tum. kind of just hurt my tum-tum. I was like, my tummy feels weird. Kind of have to, like, fart. And that was, like, about it. The men said that they were also feeling, like, a little bit weird. Tally was just like, my stomach just kind of hurts, and I just kind of feel giggly. But, like, we all are, like, I think that, like, the fact that it was, like, a fourth of a honey pack, like, yeah, like, no fucking shit, nothing fucking happened. Like, duh. So we're all gonna take full ones together at some point. Just to see what happens. Just to see what would happen. Yeah, so that continues to go on. We're chatting, we're keying. At one point Austin's like, we should all say what we're grateful for in regards to each other. Because he's just like that. And so we do, we go in a circle. We're all, like, crying and saying what we love about each other. It was, like, dead beautiful, actually. It was dead beautiful and, like, emotional. So this all, like, happens. We have this moment with it. We all, like, hug each other. And we're still kind of, like, chatting. And at this point, it's, like, 5 a.m. Maybe later. Maybe, like, 6 a.m. And Ben falls asleep. Just, like, eyes closed and never open again. And so he's just, like, laying on the bed. He's asleep. And so Austin, Tally, and I are chatting for a little bit. And then Tally's like, you know what? It's, like, 6:30. She's like, I'm gonna fucking go to bed. Or I was like, chill. Like, that's chill. At this point, I've had so much caffeine and a honey pack and tequila. So I'm just kind of like, girl, I'm up. Like, I'm up. I am awake. I'm awake. And Austin's the same way. Austin's like, yeah, I'm up. Like, the fuck? So Tally and Ben, like, sleep. And Austin and I leave the room. And we go to breakfast. Because we're, like, 6:30, like, fuck, breakfast is probably starting. Well, breakfast starts at 7 a.m. They fucking lied to us. So whatever, we just, like, wait for 30 minutes. See some people we know. Chat to some people. And then we pretty much just, like, spend the rest of this morning, like, talking, listening to music with each other, and, like, chatting, debriefing the weekend. Like, we look at the mountains, we explore some of the other floors, because I really wanted to do that, see some sick view of mountain. I was, like, shocked. And then, kind of looking at the clock, I'm like, it's, like, 9 a.m. Like, we're supposed to check it out, like, 11. Like, we gotta pack. Because we have left this room in a mess, in shambles. In shambles. So, go into the room. We wake Ben and Tally. We're like, hey fam, like, get the fuck up. And we pack. Packing went great. Checkout went great. We got the manager to find the heroin. Anyways. So, we say our goodbyes. And Tally and I are on the road back to Colorado from Utah. It's about an 8-hour drive. It's actually a very beautiful drive. And it's not a hard drive, I would say. There's a lot of one lane in Utah, which is kind of annoying because you can't really pass people, and people will be going, like, all different kinds of speeds, but it's a very pretty drive. It's, like, through the mountains or whatever. I drove for about the first 4 hours. Let me remind you, I have not slept in 30 hours. The last time I had slept was 9 a.m. on Saturday. That's when I woke up on Saturday. At this point, it is 1 p.m. on Sunday, and I have not had a lick of sleep. I'm not saying that I, like, had a nap but I didn't, like, sleep. No, I legit have not slept or even tried to sleep in 30 hours. By the time we switch and Tally drives, I've been awake for about 36 hours. Yeah. About 36. I frankly just had to keep the music loud and sing to keep myself awake. Because I, like, wasn't that tired. Like, I had, again, shit ton of caffeine to keep myself up. But, like, still, every once in a while I'd be like, fuck, my eyelids are heavy. So we finally switch. And now I get the opportunity to, like, sleep. And, of course, I'm not tired. I'm, like, sitting in the seat, and I'm like, okay, now I don't feel like I can sleep. What the fuck? Tally's listening to 21 Pilots. She listens to their whole discography, which is pretty fucking funny. Finally, I fall asleep. About 2 hours go by. And I wake up, and it's snowing. And we're in Colorado. And we're driving. And it had been snowing a little bit when I went to sleep. Like, it kind of been snowing off and on, like, a little bit, and then it stopped, a little bit, then it stopped. And it wasn't, like, anything concerning. But now it's, like, blizzard. Like, the car is sliding. Like, the roads are really bad. Like, we can't see or move. And I wake up and I'm like, I gotta pee. I'm a little bit nauseous and I'm disoriented as fuck. Because also it's dark now. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I wake up, I'm like, what in the hell? So first order of business, I start eating tortilla chips because I'm like, I'm nauseous. So tortilla chips come into the mix. I'm talking to Tally. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck is going on? And her car starts like screaming at her and is like, something is too hot. I don't remember which thing, because of course I don't. But it was like, find a place to pull over safely. We're like, oh, fuck. By the way, traffic is terrible. Like, we were supposed to get back to Boulder around 7:38. And now it's telling us we're going to get back at like 10 p.m. We got on the road at like noon. So we've been in this car a very long time. A very long time. So we pull over. Because, of course, we pull over. I mean, even if we were still, like, in the road, like, on the road trying to move, like, we were barely moving because of the snow and the traffic. So it was like, okay, let's just fucking pull over. Like, I'm not about to have this car explode because of this. Like, let's just pull the fuck over. So we pull over. And also, I'm shivering. Here's another thing about this. It was so cold. I was so cold for some reason. I was, like, shivering. My teeth were chattering. I had a blanket on. I don't fucking know, but I was fucking freezing. So we pull over and someone like comes up to us and is like, it's like a tow truck person. They're like, hey, y'all good? And we're like, yeah, we're good. Like, thank you. We're just taking a moment to try and figure something out. Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, he like helps us. He looks at the hood a little bit and he's like, okay, if like you need anything, like here's our number, like blah, blah. Whatever. One other person comes in, does the same thing. Is like, hey, are y'all good? And we're like, yeah, we're good. Honestly, people were very nice to us. Colorado people are just very nice in general. They were just like, hey, are you okay? And we're like, yeah, we're fine. We're just having car trouble. Like, whatever. Then a third tow truck driver shows up. Tommy. Tommy's 22. Tommy is exactly what you imagine when you think stereotypical Colorado 22-year-old. Like, he had the stash, he had the haircut, he had, like, the look, like, all the boxes were checked. And also, he was a short king, and he was fucking hot. So, Tommy, like, again, now this is the third person that's come up to us. And it's like, hey, like, I'm a tow truck driver, like, y'all need a tow? Like, what the, like, are y'all good? And we're like, yeah, we kind of need help. At this point, like, Tally's kind of on the edge. She doesn't really know what to do. And I'm just kind of like, let's just get a fucking tow. Like, we're not getting up the hill right now. Like, I don't think there's any reason for us to wait here any longer. Like, let's just get a fucking tow. Like, I want to get home. I also have to pee so bad. I have to piss so bad at this point. And I'm freezing. I'm just like, whatever, let's just get a fucking tow. And he's nice enough. He's like, oh, by the way, like, I have a dog in my truck. Is that okay? And we were like, yeah, what? We go in the truck. Enter Goose. Goose is his dog. This is the cutest fucking dog ever. Oh my god, this dog is so fucking cute. I will have photos of this dog on something promotional in regards to this. Or maybe it'll be in the video episode. I don't know. Let's see. Oh my god, this dog was so cute. And this dog loved me. Like, I felt like I had an emotional connection to this dog. I was like, I love you. Like, I'm obsessed with you. I was obsessed with this dog. So then we spent about 45 minutes with Goose. And Tommy, the tow truck driver, we asked him about it himself. He asked us about ourselves. He is part of a tow mechanic company thing that is on the Discovery Channel. I don't remember what the name is. I'll look it up. But apparently the Discovery Channel has a fucking reality TV show about them. And I'm like, fuck, where's the camera? Where's the camera? I'm like, it's my time to shine. Like, you know me. Like, I'm an actress. I'm like a camera. Like, I'm thirsty for a camera. Thirsty for attention like that. Like, put me on film, y'all. So whatever, we chat. Tommy gets us up this hill that we were stuck on, basically. And he pulls over and he, like, unloads the car. And he tries to see what the fuck is wrong with it. And he fixes it. He figures out what the hell is wrong with it. And everything's fine. He's like, the car is fine. Just this, like, button had been pressed and yada, yada, yada. And he was like, I'm not going to charge y'all. So Tommy doesn't charge us for the tow and for fixing our car. We took at least an hour to 2 hours of his time that night. And there were so many people who were, like, stuck in jams. So thank you, fucking Tommy. So that was incredible. And I'm so glad I got my 2 hours of sleep so I could really remember that shit in detail. So finally we're on the road. We're like still like an hour from Boulder. And we get to the dorm at like 10 p.m. and like unload everything by about like 10:30 and get everything into the dorm. Whatever. We eat. I had to help Tally with homework at one point while she was driving. I would like transcribe what she was saying. It was really an interesting 48 hours. We don't go to bed until like 1 a.m. and then I just had to get up at 5 a.m. anyways for my flight. So now in the past 48 hours, I've had a total of 6 hours of sleep. Woo! Exciting! Tally wakes up at 5:30 a.m. with me, or 5 a.m. or whatever. And she's supposed to drive me to the airport. She like gets up, she's like, Kate, like I feel terrible. Like I feel like I'm dying. Because we have had quite a taxing couple days at this point. And I was like, she was like, would you mind taking a car? I was like, girl, not at all. Take an Uber to the airport. Fall asleep in the Uber. Oh my God. I almost fall asleep at the gate. We literally get in the plane before the plane even fucking takes off. Your girl knocks. Completely knocks. I was in like a middle seat. The guy by the window had to go pee or whatever. So he like asked me to get up and I like, got up or whatever. And he had to like tap on my shoulder to wake me up. When he got back, they had to tap on my shoulder again because I fell asleep in between the time he left to go to the bathroom and came back. I slept incredibly. Did not wake up until like after we landed. After we landed. It was like a 4-hour flight. Some of the most restful sleep I had. And then I like got out of that plane and came back to my apartment and took an ungodly beautiful shower after eating a sandwich from my corner store. So yeah, that was my Saturday, Sunday, like Monday. The fact that all those things happened consecutively, it felt like a very jam-packed couple days. I don't know if it reads that way. Like now that I'm retelling it, I'm like, are y'all invested at all? Like, do we actually care? Personally, I thought it was like, what the dead fuck just happened? I was like, okay, so I do this like lobotomy thing, and then I'm like with strangers at this creamery, and then we have tequila, and then coffee, and then yatzee, and then we find heroin, and then we do honeypacks, and then we cry, and we tell each other why we love each other, and then some of us sleep, and some of us just listen to Lizzie McAlpin. And then I drove, and then we got towed by Tommy, the tow truck driver, and his really cute dog named Goose. I don't know, it felt like a lot. Has this happened to anyone else? Like, I was like, somebody is fucking with me. Like, what the fuck is happening right now? Like, what is this day? What are these days? So tell me if you were entertained, because that's the story. And that's that, y'all. And that was my Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And what the fuck? What did I learn from it? Sleep deprivation is real. I think I always thought I was one of those people who was like, oh, like when I'm sleep deprived, like it's probably fine. It's actually not fine. You really shouldn't drive sleep deprived. I was fine. Everyone was fine. Like there was only like one instance where I even like scared myself like the littlest bit. But like that was not a good idea. Y'all don't do it. And that was topic 2-ish. Technically it's kind of like 1B. Because topic 1 was Utah and this is still kind of Utah. But like, Topic number 3 of today. What I wrote here is that I'm feeling kind of embarrassed about this whole thing. Somebody at Boulder like brought up the fact that I have a podcast, and they were like asking me questions about it, and like it was totally just me being in my head about various other things that have nothing to do with this, but like I was like insecure about it. I was just like, stop asking me questions about this. Like I feel like you're making fun of me. Like leave me be. You don't need to get it. Like I said it at the beginning, like this isn't for you, this is for me. Like it's for you kind of, and like I hope that anybody who listens like likes it, but like I'm doing this for myself because I enjoy it and because I'm having a fucking good time. Like okay, like like whatever, like genuinely like whatever. Like I'd like to think that I don't care that much about what people think about me in regards to this, but I was feeling pretty insecure about the whole thing and feeling embarrassed. Like my sister described, she was literally like, having a podcast is chuggy. I was like, Emma, you can't say that to me. But also I think she's right. And then also I just go back to what I said in the first episode where I was just kind of like, okay, I'm climbing Cringe Mountain. God, for literally who fucking cares? Like To be cringe is to be free. I don't care. On top of feeling embarrassed, I would also say that I'm feeling, like, ugly. Like, unattractive and unsexy. Not by anybody's, like, fault, like, or comment or anything like that. Like, nobody said anything to me that is making me feel this way. I just, like, feel this way. And sometimes it just happens, like, with mirrors, with myself, like, when I'm at certain places with myself, like, it can just come to the forefront of my brain. But also, I felt the need to I wanted to talk about it instead of kind of just put on a happy face, because I also think that, like, being in Boulder and Utah reminds me of a couple things. I've talked about this in regards to Boulder before, but, like, when I went to Boulder last time, I was like, why are all these people flirting with me? I was like, why do all these people find me attractive? Like, I didn't get it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is weird. And it just made me kind of, like, realize, because some of that kind of did happen again when I was, like, not really in Boulder, but, like, a little bit in Utah. My perception of myself is so different than other people's perceptions of me. Like, I will think that I look a mess, or that I am a mess, or that I'm ugly and unattractive, and, like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I can say all these terrible negative things about myself, and they can feel really true, and then they're not. Like, they're just not true at all. Another thing that, like, this whole trip underlines for me, and this is not new information for me at all, but, like, I am my own worst enemy. Like, I am the person who is in my way more than anybody else. Is, like, my own doubts and insecurity and my own belief that I am incapable of something. And to quote fucking Caleb Heron, because I think that he has captured it the best, the most unattractive, unsexy thing about you is the fact that you feel unattractive and unsexy. That you think that you're unattractive and unsexy. That's the ugliest part of you, is your inability to love yourself. And he cooked, because that's fucking true. I think about the times in my life when I felt the prettiest, when I felt the most confident, like, and at the end of the day, the piece for all of those, it wasn't a dress, it wasn't makeup, my hair, anything. It was how I felt in that exact moment, and maybe, like, my circumstance. Like, there are times where I felt like the most beautiful girl in the fucking world, makeupless, 2 a.m, look at myself in the fucking mirror after I brush my teeth and, like, do my skincare, and I'm like, she's stunning, and she's natural, and she's imperfect, and I fucking love her. And there are times where I've face beat to the gods, fucking fitted up, and I feel super insecure and ugly, because it's the mental piece that is the determining factor. Like, it's all about your fucking mindset in regards to that. At least that's how I feel. So I'm feeling kind of embarrassed, and I'm feeling kind of ugly, and it will pass. It will pass. This has happened before. It will probably happen again, and it will pass, because it's a feeling, and it's not truth. Like, you're more than your insecurities. I'm more than mine. B, just to reiterate, the most unattractive, unsexy thing about me is the fact that I think I'm unattractive and or unsexy. Thank you, Caleb Heron. And that's it. Sexiness is a mindset, I think. So yeah, that's that. I know topic 2 was, like, really fucking long, and topic 3 is, like, a little snippet. But I don't feel the need to explain it any more than I already have. Like, I kind of think that was enough, personally. So let's just, like, get into my last little things, my little tidbits. So my curiosity. Are y'all interested in my career at all? In, like, career updates at all? Because I have a few, but I don't really know if, like, anyone has any interest in my acting shit or career at all. At all. So if you have any interest, like, please let me know. Like, do we want to hear about that? Do we care about my journey as, like, someone breaking into the industry? Breaking in is, I don't know if we're there yet. I feel like I'm my hand is just like brushing the glass. I'm like a mime, just like so I don't know if I'm breaking through, but like the glass is clear, I think. Like it's not one of those like one-sided glass mirror things where I'm like knocking on the mirror and there's glass on the other side. At least it's glass. I can like see through it, I think. It's thick glass though, like possibly bulletproof. But I'll figure it out. Anyways, are y'all interested in hearing that at all? Please be honest with me. Like if the answer is no, like that's fine, I'll keep it to myself. Like it'll be my own little secret. But if you are interested, let me know. So what the fuck is pissing me off? First of all, I woke up with a cold, irked, annoyed. Secondly, on Tuesday, I had to go to Astoria for this fitting. Astoria is not that far, but it's like kind of far by public transit. It's just kind of a truck for where I live, but like it's not terrible. I get all the way to this fitting. And I mean all the way to this fitting. Like at the building, about 5 minutes before the fitting is about to start, I get a text from like the director. Hey, I'm so sorry, like my tailor's sick. So can we do it tomorrow? Pissed off. Literally pissed off. I was like, so I just trucked an hour on the train and it's canceled? And then I had to go back the next day on Wednesday. And I did go on Wednesday and the fitting was fine and the pieces are going to be cool and I'm excited to be a part of the project. But yeah, I was fucking annoyed. I was like, are we kidding? But it's okay. I just like got myself coffee and I like had a complaining moment when I got home and then I got over it. Because it's fine. Whatever. Like, we did it the next day and it wasn't that bad. That's the second thing. Third, pissing me off. The slush in the city is bad. If you're in New York, we got a shit ton of snow. And I don't mind snow. What I don't like about snow in the city is the slush and then like those indents in the road where it's just, ugh. They just ruin your shoes and I'm not a fan. No bueno. No thank you. Don't like at all. So that's what's pissing me off this week. My joys. Soup. Soup. I really was craving soup last night, and so I got this like quart of soup for $5. Really good. It was wonton soup. It had like spinach and bean sprouts in it. It was really good. It was really good. So soup making me happy. New York, being back in New York. I've said it once and I'll say it again. Like, New York is where I feel the most connected to my soul. Truly and honestly. Like, I feel most myself and most at home in this city. So I'm so happy to be back. It's fun to go other places. Like, I like to travel. I like going to Colorado. And it was surely interesting going to Utah. But I belong here. And so I'm so happy to be back. And I love New York. So that is making me happy. And finally, the snow. It's colder than a motherfucker here. Oh, it's so fucking cold. But the snow is beautiful. And it's so, like, whimsical. And I think we're getting more this weekend. But I actually really do love snow. Again, the slush sucks, but, like, something lovely about snow. Do we hear the fire truck outside my house right now? Maybe. Lots of ambulances recently and fire trucks and shit. I don't know if it's because of the cold. I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah. Y'all, that's it. That's it. That's all I got to offer for today. Fuck, I hope this episode is good. I don't know. I feel like I just like can't really top last episode. Like last episode was just like dead awesome. I think at least. I think that last episode is funny as fuck. At least when I listened to it. That was what I thought. Okay, also, the lighting is fully going to be different from the beginning to the end of this because I did it while the sun was setting. So, I'm aware. Yeah, okay, so, be good. Be good. Okay. Bye. With my best friends, Kate and Devin. So of course I'm happy. I love them.